That took exactly 5 minutes to share it out.
I'm glad it worked.
Yeah.
Hold
So
on.
I love that. I love how you set that up.
Look how little I.
Where you got?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Dude, the music's pretty cool. I did not mute it. I don't know if anybody like heard me say. I don't even know what I said. Crap or something like that. So
Oh, I don't know. Well, we're not going to have, Mac Haddo, Mr. Mac Haddo is not going to be able to grace us with his presence today. So we decided
and
we're
there's
going to go
not
live.
really been a whole lot of updates anyway.
Mm-mm. It's our down season.
A good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
No updates is a good thing.
It's like it's our slow season right now. You cooking chicken, Earl? John Shitholzer, what's up?
Hey, John.
Jenny was just talking about you.
Yeah, I saw your chair that you made the other day. Ooh, what kind of chicken though?
I know. Barbecuing it, frying it, baking it.
Ooh, have fun at the grocery. It's been a good week, I can't complain.
Yep. I hear your son's on the game.
Yeah, they're gaming. I don't know what they're playing today.
But yeah, so like I was just saying, it's our downtime, it's our slow time right now because sessions. Most of the sessions are out. We still got to deal with locality hearings every now and then, but this week it's been slow. We attended a couple. You baking it
Bacon, some
nice.
chicken. I love chicken. Oh, that sounds fire, dude.
Burgers and dogs today for John Shinholzer.
I also like burgers and dogs.
Me
Hot
too.
dogs. Hot dogs.
Me too.
Man, I kind of want to, like, I wasn't even
Now I want
hungry.
some. I know. Now I want some.
Some
Damn it.
chicken and burgers and hot dogs. Come on.
We invited to the cookout.
So we're actually, we just decided we'd YOLO it. Today's going to be a fun day. You
Yeah.
know, it has not been, it's been a slow week. I'm glad that it's been a slow week though.
Same.
So we're going to listen. Misty found this, I guess it's a radio interview
Mm-hmm.
with Tracy Hudson. She's an awesome advocate in New York.
Yep.
And she did like this radio
interview type thing. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so we figured we'd listen to that. I haven't listened to any of it yet. So
I only started listening to it and I was like, wait, I could just play this on the stream.
yeah. Hopefully I won't have any issues. I hadn't had any issues though the last, behind the scenes before we started. So hopefully I
Yeah.
won't be popping off all the time.
We had to restart your router.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than technical issues, like when you're trying to do something,
Yep.
and they never happen when you're not doing anything. Everything's completely fine if you try to do something.
My hair is still wet. I took a late shower.
So today is, so the DC trip is next week.
It's next week, yes.
Okay.
Advocacy Flying Day is Tuesday, and the congressional briefing is on Wednesday.
Nice. I wish I could go. But I mean,
Tracy, do you want to come on? You need to. I know that Jen gave you my number, so you need to message me so I can have it in my phone. But do you want to come on and you don't have to have your camera on.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah, it's funny. So you say, what'd you say? Let's count how many times I say so. I say and
Yeah.
all the time, and I don't realize it till I go back and listen to myself.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. We'll have fun at work. We're gonna play your New York interview. We're gonna do it.
I used to work at a call center at AT&T, and like our thing was like when they would record us and like we could listen to ourselves to like, but yeah, I mean, listening to yourself is the best way to correct like the things you say. Your public speaking.
You critique your own self.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because ain't we like meeting up next week?
Meeting up. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be so cool getting to see everybody in person.
Yeah. I always love it. I
told my husband, I was like, dude, next year you're just going to like tell, work, there's going to be sometime in between this that I'm going to have to take off. But this year is important though, because it's so much going on.
Yeah. 7OH, man. 7OH done crushed it, killed every advocacy effort that's ever been done.
Yeah.
Since 2016. 7OH came in and swooped it in like a fucking pimp.
Burnt it to the ground.
Pimp slapped everything we've done.
It's awful. Like,
so
I don't know.
Shame on you for advocating for 7OH. Shame on you. Well, no, not advocating for it. Shame on the folks that are on the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and playing both sides. Shame on you for that.
Yeah, anybody that's on the fence or say that they're advocating for both is just, that's ridiculous. Like, you have to pick a side. You can't You just can't play both sides
Can't.
sometimes in life, and that's just the way it is. Like, I don't usually, that's me personally, I don't prefer to play both sides of any game. I like to pick a side and stay with it, but that's just me.
I was thinking earlier, because at the post office, you can file a grievance for crossing crafts. And so, like, when I was a mail clerk, I couldn't do a mail handler's job, and vice versa. If I saw a mail handler doing my job, I could go file a grievance at the union for it. And I kind of view the AKA as like our union, and Matt Caddo is like our union leader type thing. And I just feel like that's what they're doing. If you're on the fence, you're crossing crafts. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else understands union talk, but that's what they're doing. And it's like, how dare you? You're spitting in us Kratom advocates' faces. We spent astronomical amount of times in these hearings, and you were nowhere to be found.
I think out of the last, say, 6 months, there's been maybe 2 that have shown up, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of those was, had like a personal gain from it, monetary gain, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like, how the hell are you? Okay, so you take 7-OH, 7-OH is killing the Kratom advocacy, but you show up to advocate for Kratom. Maybe a time or two you mention that you also take 7-OH. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's cognitive dissonance, whatever that word. I know the meaning of that word, but can't really pronounce it. But like, it's glaring. Their cognitive dissonance is glaring. And you know what? We're purposely not naming any names. So
yeah, it's almost like you're just asleep to what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or in denial,
or it's strategic.
Yeah.
Or you're strategically, what the hell you're doing, because you're trying to capture audiences. You're engagement farming.
Oh.
But it's to those that know, no. So if you know what and who we're talking about.
Yeah. Engagement farming.
Yeah.
I and whatever. There are some people that do that, and me and Misty, we don't care. Like, we put stuff out just because that's what we do. We don't care how many likes and clicks it gets.
Nah.
But some people, whether it's good or bad publicity, they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Like, on all my social media platforms, I've authentically built them up over the years. I took the time and effort to do that. Just like I take the time and effort to save what's saving me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All for free, by the way.
Yeah. So, police, can you hear that?
Yeah. I thought that was on your son's games.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
How's it going?
I know. What's up, dude? We don't have Mr. Matt Caddo today. He's busy doing
something. He's doing family stuff today, because he deserves it, man.
Yeah.
That dude is tirelessly working.
Yeah.
Gosh. Hopefully he's like spending some time with his grandkids or something.
I hope so. I mean, he needs a break. He really does,
Okay, Angie.
Bye, Angie.
Have fun at work.
Be safe. Ask them what they're playing.
They got their headphones on. They can't hear me. I'm curious, though, because it's like, it's always like something, I guess, I don't know. Something like when I find out, it'll be like Roblox.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Just something like, really? You're upset about Roblox?
I 1000% agree, Jeff. Yes, indeed. There's no fence sitting. Once you are educated, no one can promote 7-OH. That is correct. And we will get educated some more when we go to that congressional briefing next Wednesday.
That's going to be awesome. Yeah, that's a very true. Yeah, once you're educated, like, it's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I mean, it is. It's a no-brainer.
That's why I, just don't understand what's going on with them. So, whatever.
It's just horrible, like seeing it.
We'll be here to continue to save Kratom, and when that 7OH is gone, maybe you'll thank us. We're not looking for a thank you, but
And you know what? Even though it did have a hand in destroying, the name here in Tennessee, it did have a hand, even though we all know there's a lot of things at play in Tennessee. But maybe, and I try and say everything happens for a reason.
yeah,
Maybe this Tennessee, maybe it'll get it off the shelves for real in Tennessee. Or
maybe.
if not, maybe somebody will go around and make sure it's off the shelves. Somebody. Jeff, I'm so glad you're getting. I hate that I can't go. I wish I could. If I didn't have so much going on afterwards, I would.
Yeah, I know.
But I'll be there in spirit. But I know there's some awesome advocates from Tennessee going. I'm glad for that.
Mhm.
So that's a good thing.
Yep. It's going to be fun, Jeff. Prepare for a lot of walking on Tuesday. That's going to be a lot of walking. So
they do have wheelchairs though at the visitor center, like just for anybody who's watching this and might need one, and you don't have to pay for it. I guess you just show them your driver's license, and you don't have to pre-order it, I guess. So, and you can take it all around, I guess, the congressional offices and the Capitol.
Yeah. But I mean, you get high on adrenaline. You're not high on Kratom, but you will be high on adrenaline. Because it's like, that your footsteps are creating something for the future. And it's like, you just, it's I don't want to say it's a power trip, like a power rush or anything like that, but it's just
it's like, you're making a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, when we were in Nashville, me and Deborah were walking around.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even though they didn't listen, it's still like, I think we planted seeds that day. And so, you want to just keep going. You don't even think about how tired you are and stuff until that adrenaline run, until that meter goes.
Yeah. Until you get back to the hotel or whatever, and you're crashing.
Yeah.
And then you look at how many steps that you took, and you're like, oh my God,
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was like, dude, I got to go back home the same day as like at the hearings were. Cause I knew if I had too much, I wouldn't have been able to make it the next day. Yeah. You're going to be beat.
You are. You're gonna be tired. So,
I would definitely bring your walker just in case, man, because that's not something you want to just be without if you have needed it in the past.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know what kind of walker you have, but the ones with the seats on it, those are
cherry on top.
Yeah, because like I don't know how many seats there are around. Is there somewhere to sit down?
No, that's what I always wondered. Like when you're walking, okay, so these halls are long. They're long halls, and the offices are it's huge in between offices, right? And it's like a maze. And that's what I always wonder. I was like, why wouldn't they put benches? Like put some benches in between the office doors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, or like I've been wanting to find like a really good pocket chair, to like just pull out. Have you seen those? I don't know if you've ever seen those canes with the chairs on the side.
No,
I don't know. I guess they'd be okay for some instances, but it's like a fold up stool on the side, but it's just so clanky. I'm like, how would you carry that around? But yeah, that's what somebody needs to invent, like a cool, like just pocket chair you can whip out.
Yeah, it's gotta be so much fun. So much fun.
Well, I know you'll take a lot of video and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I usually try to remember to do that.
Yeah.
Rolling.
Yes. Those are the good ones.
I'm gonna look those up.
That's the good ones. It's got like the brakes and stuff on it.
Oh, the little walker thingy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there in spirit. Maybe one day we'll all get to go somewhere and meet up.
Tennessee.
I was thinking that. Oh Lord, Tennessee is a mess.
But then, since it's going to be illegal there on July 1st, and then it's like whenever it comes time to advocate again for legislation, I don't know how many advocates would be willing to fly in without
Mm.
having their kratom on them. I would.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Even though I had put up that one post saying that, Tennessee's going to ban it, and I won't be able to, because I have my mom, dad, and brother and grandma's ashes. And I grew up in Tennessee, and I wanted to be able to go back there. I was going to take some at least when I went there for March 11th, but then I was like, no, my daughters were like, no, mom, let's just like plan a family trip to do it together so that you don't have to do this on your own. But when I had put up that post talking about I won't be able to fly to Tennessee, to bring my kratom with me, man, some motherfuckers were talking stupid shit. Man, oh, she's addicted to it. She won't be able to fly in. No, I'm not addicted to
Yeah, I
kratom.
saw that crap. It's like those people they don't know what chronic pain is all about. Like you have to think about that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I mean, I'm not gonna quit advocating. I'll tell you that. But I'll just have to, take it day by day.
I really don't even know the
Man,
status of that in DC because it's like I don't know
as far as I know, I had an advocate to DC for work a lot, and he was saying they sell it in DC. So I mean, it can't be illegal like you hear in these hearings and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says
Because
it's
I saw
like
it being sold too.
I don't know. I mean, as far as he's never had any issues flying in with it. So
You're lagging.
man,
You might need to come out and come back in because you did freeze up for a moment and now you're lagging.
as long as am I still lagging?
No, wait. No, you're not.
Yeah, okay, let me come back.
No, well, you're good. Well, yeah, whatever. Just go out, come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, hopefully my screen didn't freeze when I'm making a stupid face. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So Tennessee, I don't remember what else the hell we were saying. Oh, DC. Yeah, as far as I know, it's legal there.
Tiffany, are you going? Are you going to Tennessee or DC?
Why can I not see the chat? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Here it is.
There's going to be a black market for people in Tennessee now. So you what?
Oh man, that is weird. The chat's like completely backwards when I came back in from like. Thank you though, Tiffany. I appreciate it because you worked your ass off this year.
Yeah.
In Nashville to advocate.
You sure did.
I know you're disappointed. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a black market for sure, but I mean, I don't know. Oh, I'm cooking chicken. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, why is it doing that?
Let's see.
You're trying to, but also trying to secure a new lease. So I don't know. The realty company is trying to take their time, and I want to sign the lease ASAP. Oh, okay, gotcha. Spider TV. I've done that a time or two. Where you send it individually, and it's like, dang it! I don't know if it's just like habit or what.
Yeah, so at least people still have a way to get it.
The thing of it is, though, is I don't want another Marshall Price, and I don't want another Shayna Brown. I don't want that.
Yeah. I will say, I mean, for the most part, it is technically a misdemeanor. So, I mean, it's not scheduled in Tennessee, but you can still, I mean, a misdemeanor class A, I mean, that still could be jail time from like 11 months up to 11 months and 29 days. And then you'd have court and all kinds of shit, so.
But yeah, see, so. All right, I'm Jeff.
Oh, you're doing pork chop? Oh my God, I love Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. Have you ever had their honey mustard? Oh my God, I love Sweet Baby Ray's.
Y'all are freaking, man. I'm gonna have to tell my daughter.
I know. I'm gonna tell my husband we gotta go get some stuff to grill out today.
Well, y'all set up that fire pit. Just go put a grill on it.
We hadn't even put it out yet because it's been raining.
Oh,
it's got water in it right now. We've got all the stuff, but it hadn't rained yet today. I don't know if it's going to. I'm not even gonna say anything. Yeah, everybody's grilling out. Yeah, I mean, there will be a black market, and as far as 708, I mean, that's already a black market, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I have no idea. It's also crazy because it's like it really hasn't been communicated well with many people as far as like the whole ban in Tennessee. Like the news stories, they hit on it a couple times. They're hitting on it a couple times now, but it's like I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of people that have no idea.
Yeah.
Until they go to their smoke shop or try and order online, and they're like, "Oh, it's banned."
Mm-hmm. I'm sure once it gets closer to July 1st, the news stations will pick it up big time.
Oh, it's been raining there too? Oh, man, it has been raining. Like, I mean, like, I'm so tired of the rain. We just haven't even been able to do anything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go to jail for kratom. Like, think about that, though. Like, people going to jail for ground up tea leaves from a tree is insane to me. And Marshall, that should have never happened. Shayna should have never happened. I mean, it just shouldn't happen. Like, it's insane. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and that's another thing. In Tennessee, it doesn't go into that at all. Like, none of that. So
it doesn't go into the drug trafficking charges?
Nope. It just says, if you give it or distribute it or sell it, that's a felony. And if you do it to minors, it's like a high felony. So it's like it doesn't say any possession charges below a certain amount. It just says if you knowingly possess kratom.
So it's like Esther Helton Haynes thinks she was doing y'all a favor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those water table things are so cool. I wish I would have had the money for one of those when my kids were little, because I know they would have really liked it. Oh, Shayna Brown?
Yeah, Shayna Brown. Yeah, if you don't know her story, Jeff, in April 2023, she was arrested for having 250 grams of kratom. She legally bought it in Florida and accidentally crossed over the Alabama state line where there was a DUI checkpoint. And she goes to jail, and her bond is $1 million. And so we saw her case, and we gathered together as a kratom community, and we were like, we got to do something, but there's no way that we could bond her out on a $1 million bond. So she had to sit in jail for 9 months while we all, gathered, did a GoFundMe and gathered up funds to hire her a new attorney and then bond her out once the judge lowered her bond to $75,000.
And there was like people in there for like child bad things to do, and they had way lower amounts to get them out. Like that, that's insane. And yeah, driving through Arkansas, my mom lives in Arkansas, and I hate driving through Arkansas going to visit her because I'm like, I have to make sure there's nothing, just in case. It's not cool because it's a Schedule 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arkansas. Marshall's story in Arkansas is one of the worst. He died 3 weeks later after being sentenced to 10 years in prison for kratom. So,
do what? Yeah, for her to sit there and tell you that, you're right about that. I can think of a whole lot of names.
Dang it, Jen, you messing up again. What are you talking about? Super fun quiz time? What happened? What you talking about? Oh, okay, yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yeah, so you know who I'm talking about. She's still out on bond. There still hasn't been any movement in her case, so I don't know. I guess that's the good thing, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, god dang, you entering screaming.
That was a scream if I did it again. All right, hold on. Now the chat's messed up again. I hate that. I don't know why it does that.
So it like reverses it?
Yeah. It's like, and then it takes a minute to do this. Maybe if I do that, maybe you should just. Here it goes.
Really?
Yeah. Super fun time.
Super fun quiz time. Okay, that's off the chain right there.
Yeah, it's weird.
She done entered Paranoid City.
I don't even know. I don't know, man. See, it keeps going back. It keeps going back to Holler Back Girl. Cooking chicken.
So
okay.
So when you click on a current text, what does it show? What's the current text show you right now? What Super Fun Quiz Time said?
Right after Jeff was the last one I see here. Okay. But right after that it goes, to the chicken thing.
Restream, what are you doing to us, man?
It's my internet, which is crazy. It shouldn't be that way.
Well, you got all your boys home.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's gaming.
They're hogging up the internet.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let's see. And then I have to go back up. I think it's fixed. Shut up, Super Fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, are you like she done entered Paranoid City? Like, what?
That you're not the first we've heard of like crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, just so you know.
Yeah.
Insane, dude. I don't know, man. I don't want to say too much on.
I don't either.
We are.
All I can tell, I will say this: I stand with Matt Caddo.
Absolutely,
I stand with him.
Way.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that. That's what I will say.
And because the GKC is getting along with the AK, which I've seen with my own eyes,
Yeah.
I stand.
Teammates. We're teammates. with
Yeah,
them.
I stand with GKC, but I stand with the AK.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you. Like, dude, we were in a hearing the other day in Massachusetts. I'm just saying as an example, and they wanted our like, or I wasn't. I didn't make it that day, but they wanted people's home addresses. Like, I ain't giving that out. Like, so I mean, you know, you should never be pressured to give information out you don't feel comfortable with giving out. Just saying.
You've been riding with us for a while, so the nerve.
I know.
Like we ain't sending nobody to go. We ain't sending nobody to go spy.
That's a good one. The nerve. There we go.
Yeah, the nerve, man. That's really bold. You can't even show up to a hearing, but you're demanding people that follow you for their real identity.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break. All right, you ready to play the? Let's see.
Yeah. Roll them. Talk 10.7. I didn't say it good. I like radio.
100.7.
Yeah. Oh, let me take this. Yeah, GKC was iffy for a little bit, but they seem to be on board now. Yeah.
Yep. And we love Allison Smith. Like,
yes,
man.
And also like Walker.
Walker, yep.
Yeah. Walker's awesome.
We don't have any communication. We don't have communication of the guy who started GKC.
No. Yeah, we appreciate it. Super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
But don't let that deter you.
Yeah.
Don't let that deter you.
I think at the end of the day, like, you know, all I know is, you know, there should be no sides, and there should just be Team Kratom, like we are, Team AK, Team GKC. But I don't know. It's just silly. It's silly how much stupid stuff is happening over there.
Yeah, like I'm being accused of being the cause of the division in the community. Like, no, the fuck I'm not. You know?
Yeah, dude. Them people, man. Them people's crazy. KD's is crazy.
KD's nuts.
It's like, dude.
Threatened Mac with a lawsuit over toxicology
reports. I'm so tired of that.
When those are public records, why would that be a lawsuit?
Right. And it's like, what are you hiding? Why would you like? I would want to know the facts. I want to know the facts. And if Kratom is supposedly taking people out, wouldn't we, as a Kratom advocate, I want to know too. And I feel like all this shit, all these lawsuits are just setting back science, setting back if there is actually interactions with different stuff. Like, it's just setting everything back. It's setting everything back.
We're already being set back from the 7OH.
Yeah. That's just another, you know, example of how 7OH and KDA. Best BFFs.
Besties.
You know? Yeah.
Okay. All right. You ready to hear this interview with Tracy?
Yeah, let's listen to Tracy.
Okay.
We did put some regulations on this drug medicine called Kratom, and Nida County has moved to try to ban it as well here. And I know there's other other counties throughout the state that are taking some of these steps already as well. And I'm not sure where they're all standing at this point, but nevertheless, there's a debate, controversy about this substance called kratom. So we're joined by Tracy Hudson, and she owns a shop out in Schenectady, I believe. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
And I believe the name of your store is the Kratom Shop, and you're near Schenectady, correct? Near Albany?
Absolutely. We're right in Schenectady near Proctor's Theater, and we are the Kratom Shop and sell Kratom.
And so I really, when you reached out to us to try to talk about this, I had to look into it a little bit more, and I asked you to provide some information because one of those, there's a lot of drugs out there that cause a lot of problems. Kratom was one that I wasn't really aware of myself, but I did hear that there were efforts to try to ban it or regulate it to some degree, so I knew there was something going on with it. So I thought it was timely and insightful enough to want to try to clear up some confusion out there about this. Obviously, you're selling a product, but also it's something that's creating some sort of concern within law enforcement, the medical field, and governments and municipalities as well. So why don't we, Tracy, start off with what exactly is Kratom, just as a foundation of this substance. Then we'll get into the risk and benefits. But what is it?
Great. No, that's a great way to start. So Kratom is actually classified as a botanical supplement, not a drug. It's a tree. It comes from Southeast Asia, and it's been used in Eastern medicine for centuries. Tons of medicinal benefits. Pain management, anxiety, depression, insomnia, fatigue. In where it's native, laborers use it to get through their day, to ease pain, to give them energy. At low doses, it acts like a stimulant. At high doses, it can be a little sedating. There's over 50 different alkaloids in the kratom leaf. We know a lot about it. It's the second most studied plant in that classification of plants, cannabis being the most studied. But we do know a lot about it. It's been marketed and sold here in the United States for 50 years.
Oh,
the soldiers brought it back during the Vietnam War. So it's nothing new here.
So how long has your shop been in business then?
We've been in business for 5 years.
For 5 years. And at what point did it really start to get on the radar where people were becoming concerned about this?
So it actually first popped up on the radar about 10 years ago, 2016. It kind of coincided with the opioid epidemic because how kratom works in the body. So kratom works on a bunch of different receptors in the body. The primary receptor, it works on the opioid mu receptor. Now you say opioid in today's day and age, and people run for the hills. Lots of things work on that receptor, like cheese and breast milk and exercise. It's how it works on that receptor that really determine its benefits and its risks. So kratom doesn't work like an opiate on that receptor. And when I say opiate, I mean, you know, the bad ones you hear about, fentanyl and heroin and prescription opiates like oxycodone, hydrocodone. It doesn't work the same way. It doesn't bind on that receptor. It doesn't cause respiratory depression. It's a lot safer, but it does offer some of the same benefits, which is why it's truly an amazing plant.
So is it it's ingested, or it's not smoked or injected, or it's administered orally?
Correct. You consume it. So people often refer to it as a tea. Where it's native, they chew the leaves or make a tea out of it. Here, we don't have the luxury of the fresh leaves. We get it all in ground leaf. So it comes either usually in crushed or like a powdered form, and you consume it, whether make a tea out of it, eat the raw powder, people put it in capsules. You consume it. You don't take it any other way. It works by being metabolized in the gut, the intestines, and the liver.
So, Tracy, as you understand it, what are the negatives to this? What's the reason that municipalities are seeking to ban this? There must be a perception that there's something harmful to people although I know they try to ban things that they don't necessarily understand, so out of fear of the unknown, they want to ban it. But is there some fear that they are articulating in some way that you hear and understand what their concern is, whether it's valid or not? But what's the concern?
So in different times had different concerns. So back in 2016, where it gained popularity, it kind of coincided with some really large shipments coming into the U.S. with salmonella. So calls to the poison center spiked. ER visits spiked. The DEA took a look at it and said, whoa, you know, like we have to ban this. We have to schedule it. And they actually tried in 2016. And once all of the research came out and the studies and the Kratom supporters came out, it's the first time ever in history the DEA rescinded a scheduling notice. The science didn't support it being harmful. So then it went kind of back under the radar a little bit. Now, recently it's popped back up again and has a little bit to do with, well, has a lot, everything to do with synthetics. So there is a metabolite in the kratom leaf. Remember, I said there were over 50 different alkaloids in the kratom leaf. Well, the bulk of them is one particular alkaloid. And after the leaf is harvested off the tree, in the course of nature, when it breaks down, it metabolizes into a trace amount of a metabolite called 7-hydroxymetragenine. Trace amount. When I get my lab reports back, sometimes it's not even enough to register on the lab reports, or I think the highest I've ever seen it in my products were like 0.002%. So it's a trace amount of this 7-hydroxymetragenine. That's a mouthful, so I'll call it 7-OH. That's in the kratom leaf. And it's probably one of the strongest components. And when you take that component by itself, some enterprising chemists have figured out a way to isolate it. They use chemicals like pool shock, drain cleaner, and bleach to strengthen it and to force the oxidation. And now they're selling a product that is all 7-OH. Now, it's been on the shelves. It's been produced and marketed and sold for about 3 years now on the shelves. In this country, you can't just put anything on the shelf. It has to have a reasonable basis of safety. Kratom have that because there's studies, there's centuries behind its use. So this particular semi-synthetic or synthetic product kind of piggybacked on Kratom's name. So on the package, a lot of times it'll say advanced kratom alkaloids or kratom derived. But really, it is not natural to kratom at all, and it really is not kratom. So a lot of people are buying this thinking it is kratom. They're thinking it's maybe some sort of a kratom extract. And it's bad news. And it's killing people. And it's highly addictive. And that particular metabolite itself is an opiate. It binds with the receptor the same way an opiate, being heroin, fentanyl, oxycodone, binds with that receptor. It causes respiratory depression. So, and people are saying, I'm taking kratom. I'm, going to the ER or calling the poison control centers. As a matter of fact, the CDC, I think, just noted that the spike to poison control calls in the last 3 years was enormous. And it's all due to this semi-synthetic substance. So it's really hard to communicate the difference, what is natural kratom and the synthetic.
So you're not comparing the same substances then. Your substance is pure. The substance that's causing the problems is one that's been modified in some way. Is it?
Right.
Correct. You got that right. Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you something. I read this material, and something seems contradictory to me, so if you can explain this. It says it will enhance mood and give an overall sense of well-being, but then it says it should never be used as a legal high. So enhancing your mood and getting an overall sense of well-being to me, is a type of high. And yet you say it should never be used as to get a legal high. They seem contradictory. Can you clarify or reconcile those two statements the best you can?
Absolutely. So the natural leaf kratom, it doesn't produce a high. It doesn't produce euphoria. As a matter of fact, a third of the people that consume kratom consume it as an alternative to coffee. It is a cousin of the coffee plant, but doesn't contain caffeine. And, to really compare the feeling, I think you do get a sense of well-being after possibly consuming caffeine. That's why we consume it. It helps us get through our day. It's not a detriment. It creates focus. Kratom also works in the body a little bit differently, and it's a natural substance. Mother Nature got it right with this plant. It almost prevents you from misuse because it can make you sick if you take too much of it. So it's almost impossible to get, let's say, a high feeling by taking more of it. Right. Your body just knows, let's get rid of this.
So now I understand there's a difference there, and I think that's what's interesting about this. When you have like the Governor Hochul, she comes out with regulations on the sale of kratom to, I think you got to identify what ingredients are in it, and you have to be 21 and over. Then you have places like Oneida County that I think wants to ban it. Are they talking about the semi-synthetic derivative that's presented as kratom, or would that just apply across the board to what you sell, but also, we'll explain where you can get the other substances, but does it apply to kratom at all, or are you something different that wouldn't be covered by this law?
So that's the problem right now. It is very conflated. The two products are very conflated, and it's all being lumped as kratom. So when they're doing a local ban, it is kratom. So it encompasses the natural leaf and the synthetic products. And that's the issue we're running into. And I sit on a lot of local hearings, not just in New York State, but across the country. And the problem with local government is when they do understand the difference between the natural leaf and the synthetic, then the next, logical thing as a lawmaker is, how can we regulate the two? First of all, local government doesn't necessarily have the tools to, let's say, test for the difference. And they see it as, almost impossible to regulate. So then they say, okay, let's just ban it. But banning it, I think, is going to cause a public health crisis because there are 24 million kratom consumers in the United States. That's 7% of the population of a substance most people have never even heard of. You take the accessibility out of the picture for natural leaf kratom, and we've got problems here because people are relying on it.
So the kratom that you offer in your store comes in some form, and I guess I'll just add, because I don't want to make any assumptions. You only offer the natural form of it, the semi-synthetic stuff that we were talking about, the dangerous stuff. That's not available in your store, correct? And if that's true, what places do sell the synthetic or semi-synthetic kratom?
Yeah, no, we don't sell it. We never would. It's dangerous. Yeah. I would never offer a product. I don't believe, the public should have access to that. It is a novel opiate for sale at gas stations, convenience stores, and smoke shops.
So what you sell, are you able to, like, in that same gas station that sells the semi-synthetic, can they also sell the kratom, or does the kratom, as you're selling it, the natural form, have to be sold through a licensed shop or regulated shop or whatever? I don't even know if that applies in the case, but could gas stations, could they be mixing these up themselves as well?
So they do sell natural kratom along with the synthetic. And you know what? The products are usually positioned very close to each other at the store. And a lot of times, like smoke shops and gas stations, they're high transaction.
Yeah.
They're not there to educate a consumer on the difference. Somebody might come up and ask for kratom, and they're giving them the synthetic form. So that's a huge problem too.
How could you differentiate that if you're a consumer and you listen to someone listened to you today and said, "I'd like to try the natural. I don't want the modified synthetic." And you go to one of these stores, how do you differentiate one from the other? How would you know which is which?
And honestly, it goes back to just being an educated consumer and really knowing what you're putting in your body, but also reading the package. No one's really trying to trick people in the difference. They're not like slipping the synthetic into the natural leaf. That's not what's going on here. It's just knowing what you're taking and just having that added level of knowledge. When I see 7-hydroxymetragenine on a package of kratom, I'm going to look and I'm going to see how much is in it. Because remember, there is a trace amount in the natural leaf. So if it is the overwhelming majority of the product, it's a semi-synthetic product or synthetic product. It's not natural.
Tracy, I understand that, but how does somebody listening, how do you know what to look for on the label? So is the natural one say ingredient one product and the other one has others? How would you know? And you're right, you should be educated as a consumer, but if you can educate us now so that if we walk into the gas station or the smoke shop, we want the natural product, not the synthetic product, how do we know what to look for?
And again, the ingredients should say the overwhelming ingredient in kratom is the alkaloid, is metragenine. So that should be the majority ingredient. So when you look at the ingredient labels, first of all, they should have ingredient labels because that's what New York State says they should have. So to be compliant, they should have an ingredient label. The FDA regulates it, and it should tell what is in it, and it should be metragenine. If it says 7-hydroxymetragenine, don't buy it. If that is the main ingredient, that's the semi-synthetic stuff. But
Tracy,
also,
how is this going to affect your business anyway? How's this new regulation going to affect your business?
so I appreciate New York's regulation. I don't think that they really went deep enough. They didn't require like lab testing and things like that. But we do have bills in New York State to maybe go a little bit deeper. So we know everyone is selling a safe product. But the FDA announced last year in July it was going to schedule the synthetic products. It's taking them a really long time to dot their I's and cross the T's, but we hear it should be coming within weeks that they pull all those products off the shelf.
Tracy,
So-
is the
Wait,
go ahead.
Hold on, finish your comment, Tracy.
Well, so coming up very soon, those products should be eliminated. But meanwhile, we've got local kratom bans that ban the natural kratom product. We've got states that are doing the same thing on a state level. I guess we need the DEA, FDA, and HHS to work a little quicker.
Good luck on that one.
Is the natural product contraindicated for children? Is there anything negative about it?
I would never give it that product to a child. It should be 21 and up. I full-heartedly believe anything like that should be age-gated.
Why would that be? Because younger people can take pain medications. If they're 14 or 15 and they get injured, they give them pain medication. Why would this be contraindicated for, say, a 14-year-old who suffered some kind of a injury and is trying to mitigate the pain?
So things like Tylenol, ibuprofen has all been approved by the FDA for medical use. Kratom has not been approved for medical use. It's a botanical herbal supplement. It falls in line with the things you buy at the supplement aisle at Walmart, Walgreens. None of those things are approved by the FDA for use in a medical setting. Like for pain or, lots of people use kratom for pain. That's probably A quarter of the people that use it for pain, but it's more antidotal. It's more like you would use turmeric concurrent for inflammation, or fish oil to help lower your cholesterol.
Yeah. Well,
but a doctor's not going to tell you, hey, use turmeric concurrent instead of ibuprofen for anti-inflammatory properties, because turmeric hasn't been approved by the FDA for that use either.
Well, Tracy, as we have just a few minutes left up here, and then we can wrap up. Just to be clear on something, that the natural substance kratom that you sell in your store, the Kratom Shop, that you don't get addicted to that, and that won't kill you in that form. But people can get addicted to the synthetic form, and they can overdose, or they can die from that, or is it only if it's combined with like fentanyl or something else that will kill you?
And you are correct. The natural leaf is safe. It doesn't cause addiction. It does have a dependency profile, the same as coffee or chocolate. Mm-hmm. But the semi-synthetics act the same way an opiate does, and it can cause respiratory depression. Most of the lab reports we're seeing is in combination with polydrugs, but the way it works in the body, it has the potential to cause death, the semi-synthetic.
Right. So the final point here then, does it appear with these regulations with some counties that are trying to ban, like you said, just banning it, and you clarified a lot about why this is complicated. Do you think it's more of a knee-jerk reaction that they're just banning all this because they don't really understand it, or is it more of they're in a spot, they realize like this is very complicated right now, and the only way we can do it is just kind of just do a blanket for the time until things get clarified a little bit more?
I think it's definitely a knee-jerk reaction, and the feedback I'm hearing from lawmakers when I sit in hearings, they don't have the education. They don't truly understand the difference, is what I'm hearing. And then they can't wrap their head around trying to figure out a process to regulate it, which there's a big advocacy, there's advocacy toolkits in the Kratom community where we help local municipalities regulate it, where it's totally under their purview without incurring additional resources of the city, town, or county. So it's possible to be regulated, very easy. So the knee-jerk reaction, I think, is the reason that all of this is happening.
All right. Well, very good information here, and it is a challenge at a lot of levels of government and organizations that have a concern over the right way to cope with this issue, because there is some element you want to be concerned about. There is a benefit to it as well, and our governments and everybody has to figure out a way to find the balance along the path somewhere in there, and that's taken some time here. So Tracy Hudson, you're the owner of the Kratom Shop in Schenectady. Any final word on any of this? I know we covered a lot here, and thanks for sharing the information, but any final point you want to make?
Final word is kratom is an amazing plant with many uses, and I mean, especially in the pain community, just do your research, reach out for help in finding, a quality, safe product. But I think it should be in everyone's toolbox for alternative, supplements and treatments.
All right. Very good. We appreciate the call, Tracy. And maybe we'll be in touch again if anything develops with this, any new regulations or news about Kratom and what they're doing to try to regulate it. So we appreciate the time and conversation today, and good luck with your business.
Oh, thank you very much.
That was awesome, dude.
She did amazing. You did amazing, Tracy.
You didn't even say so that many times.
I know. I was honestly expecting to hear the word "so" coming out like you said, but no, you did amazing.
That was a really long, detailed interview. That was great.
And they were engaged with it.
Yeah.
They wanted to know.
Great questions. I mean, it's always nice when people ask the right questions, because it means they're actually listening and they actually care. Because some people just let you talk. They don't, at the end of the day, and who knows, who listened to that.
Yeah.
Somebody needed to hear that.
Yeah. You did amazing, Tracy.
Yeah, thank you for that. I mean, not only did you educate the people on the radio show, but the people that were listening.
Karen, do you follow me on TikTok? I think you do.
I think so.
I think because your profile picture looks like.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Did I follow you back? Let me go see. I only follow people back like who, comment on my stuff. So if I have the time when I'm looking through my comments, and I will click on people's profiles to see if they're following me or not. I don't know if I did that with you or not, but your profile picture looks familiar to me.
Yeah, some people are weird that follow. Like, man, I hate it when those those TikToks. She said, "Yeah, yeah, okay." I thought so. I couldn't remember. Like those TikTok accounts that are like fake pharmacy like you don't need a
Yes.
prescription type thing. It's like, how in the heck is that on TikTok?
Well, since we played it, Tracy, if Miss Oneida hasn't seen it, she's gonna see it now. She's gonna get her freaking voice on there.
Oh,
Yeah, we be having stalkers.
oh yeah. It's insane to me, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
Karen, I don't know if I'm following you back.
Dude, yeah, the censorship on Facebook. A lot of it's just them trying to control the narrative, the anti people. But yeah, Discord, man, I don't know. I'm on Discord. I don't really get on there a whole lot. Like, I know I'm part of like a Tennessee, Kratom chat, but I'm on a few servers, but I don't really get on there a whole lot.
I tried to understand Discord, and it just kills my ADHD.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh,
If there's a
God.
lot of people in the server too.
Oh, I can't. I just can't. But yeah, I haven't been on Facebook in almost a year now. Got banned from there. Then I got a couple months ago, I got banned on Instagram.
There's a lot of people gone from Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Coordinated effort.
Yep. They're working hard for it.
Yeah. And why? Why? We don't try to silence you. We might talk about you, but we ain't trying to silence you.
No. Holler back girl over there eating his chicken.
He gotta be. And John. Is Jeff still in the chat? Everybody grilling today.
Dude, pork chops I haven't had in a long time. Have you ever eaten pork? My grandma used to cook them in coat with Coca-Cola. Pork chops.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, they were so good.
I've never made it that way.
You're thinking about food there all day now.
I know.
Oh.
But it goes into the title you put for this stream, flowing into the weekend.
That's true. That's true. I don't think there's really. I know we wanted to watch that one thing with Laura.
Yeah, we gotta wait. We'll wait for her because she wanted to be on screen with us when we do that.
Dude, I know Jordan's probably going to be busy when he gets back. And I mean, from everything, but it'd be nice to have him on and go. Dude, his TikToks have been so cool.
I know. I love his Thailand. I mean, I love all his TikToks, but he's keeping us up to date about his trip to Thailand. I don't know if he's home yet or not, but.
Oh, God, repairing the sink.
Oh, gee.
Dude.
Being over there, handyman in it.
It depends on. The kitchen sink's always a pain in the butt. Yeah, he's just. I love like his whole. I think Jordan's videos are my favorite as far as like his dad jokes and stuff like that, and they're always educational and entertaining type of thing. But dude,
Mhm.
that Thailand, dude, that one killed me. Because he's walking around with that tie, that tie in the fucking airport with just a t-shirt and a tie on, and you
Yeah.
can tell he totally brought that tie specifically for that.
He did. That's what he told me in Vegas. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Thailand with an actual tie." And I looked at him like, "What?" And then he was like, "With an actual tie," because he was like, I'm gonna wear a tie in Thailand." And I'm just like, it didn't click in my brain.
Oh man, that's so funny though.
It took like a good solid, I don't know, 2 minutes for me to realize what the hell he was saying.
Well, that's probably true. I guess you could probably handle a sink.
That's what you meant by saying you were a former shipbuilder? That's what he
Were you in
testified at that one of
service?
in the hearings. I think he said he was a former shipbuilder. Yeah, were you in the service?
Were you in the Navy? My dad was in the Navy.
Yeah, Tracy, you gotta go look at go.
Hold on, let me go grab it.
Yeah.
It's so worth watching, I'm telling you. He's like all acting disappointed.
Karen, when we're done with here, can you go comment on one of my TikToks so I can follow you back? That's a unique way to spell Karen too, honestly.
All right, let's see.
I guess he said so. He was in the service. What, Jeff?
Oh,
What?
that's cool.
You better be telling me some stories next week. I know we're all going to be sitting out to dinner doing something. We should all, I mean, that's what I like to do, especially when we fly in on the night of, just everybody decompress, catch a breath, and then we all hang out.
All right, I
go to
found it.
dinner. Okay.
Hold on. Okay, I was about to say, oh gosh, I didn't share. All right.
Just got to Thailand, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Everyone told me I was gonna be
I was trying to freaking do the thing where
it goes full screen.
Full screen. But I cannot.
I just got to Thailand, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Everyone told me I was gonna be surrounded by Thais. Here in Bangkok. I just got to Thailand, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed. Everyone told me I was gonna be surrounded.
I'm so sorry that I just screwed the whole thing up. But now I can't.
There's full screen right there.
Hey, there it is. Okay. Wow. Sorry, guys.
By ties. I am literally the only one wearing one. This is the place where all the ties in the world are made. Thailand. Super disappointed that I came dressed for the occasion and no one else here did. Thailand, more like Lyland, no one's wearing a tie. I just got to Thailand, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Go to his
Everyone
next
told me
video.
I was gonna be surrounded by ties.
Here in Bangkok, and my friends Johnny and Tim, they're gonna make me eat the world's stinkiest fruit called durian.
It's 100 baht.
100 baht? I have to wear gloves?
Yeah, because it's stinky, dude.
Oh, fits like a glove. Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
You see why in the hotel it said no durian?
Yeah.
It's like so creamy and kind of good, but I hate it.
Dude, I tried to get into like exotic fruits a couple years ago, and I picked up durian and jackfruit. And, I looked up a video on how to do it and everything. And I'm telling you, it stunk my house up so bad. Like my kids and nobody wanted to try it by the time I got it like cut up and stuff. It's disgusting. It's the worst thing ever. Like I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick to whatever fruit I can buy at Kroger.
I don't think I've ever smelt it. What do you compare it to?
I can't compare it to anything. It just smells wrong.
I wonder if it's what a dead body smells like.
Oh. 30 years in different shipyards.
Oh, civilian. Okay. Well, dang, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it to this day, like I think it messed my smell. Hold on. I'm not kidding. But like to this day, I think it like burnt some smell receptors up because like there's certain things that don't smell the same since that day. Like I've been talking about, I'm like, it's the worst. Like it's the worst. And it looks like raw chicken breast, like the fruit of it does, the part that you eat.
Yeah.
Blah.
So I'm in Thailand hugging the biggest kratom tree in the country. This is the tree that saved my
Can you
life.
hear that?
So I'm in Thailand hugging the biggest kratom tree.
Hear what? The crickets?
This is the tree that
Can you
saved
hear
my
the
life.
video?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I'm in Thailand hugging the biggest kratom tree in the
It's
country.
like it's going.
But why does she take it?
ทำไม่ทันกินอ๋อเป็นเบาหวาน she had diabetes
Okay.
แล้วพอกินแล้วน้ำตาลลดไหมลด and then her sugar is low
Oh.
Okay, so her diabetes is gone now.
ตอนนี้ยังเป็นน้ำเบาหวานเป็น yes still but not high
Oh, she still has diabetes, but it went down.
it went down
Oh.
ทุกวันวันละ2-3 ใบ
Love that.
But why does she take
There
it?
is research about that. There is research about helping type 2.
Kratam. He's never seen it in that form before. He's only seen the fresh leaf. That's what we have. Yeah, that's what we have in America. Kratam. Kratam.
Dude, that guy looks cool as hell.
I know. I'd hang out with him.
I wish I could like go back without having to exit full screen. Crap.
Well, don't play anyone. And don't play any of the ones that's got songs in it.
Well, I guess I'm just
flip through it.
ทุกวัน
So I'm in here in Bangkok.
Oh, I just got to Thailand, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a
I
little bit
can't even
disappointed.
go back
Everyone
to
told
the-
me I was going to be surrounded by Thais. I am literally the
Okay.
only one wearing one. This is the place.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I think that's
And then that one, go to the one where they were meeting with the Thailand researchers. Let me see which one it is. Right there.
this
Wait,
one
is that the one?
or this one. Wait,
Dang
there we
it, I
go.
don't-
Where's it?
I think it might. Yeah, it might be that one.
What I really like out here in Thailand, there's such a contrast between how kratom is viewed here versus how kratom is viewed in the United States. There's a reputation in the U.S. that kratom is this loose cannon, dangerous narcotic. Like I was saying, people have died and overdosed on it. We went to Washington, D.C. We talked with many doctors from Johns Hopkins, from NIDA, and they all basically said that the science doesn't back up the claims. What I really like out here in Thailand, there's such a contrast between how kratom is viewed here versus how kratom is viewed.
Dude, I don't like cheese.
I love cheese. There was I think there was another one where they meet with the Thailand researchers or something like that, but because then they were talking about being late to the airport, and I just commented on there because I'm like, Jordan is always late to the gates. He's always like
Dude.
turning into a freaking football player or something, having to run from one gate to the next.
I've told my kids and everything. I was like, I want to be late to my funeral. Y'all better make sure everybody sits around waiting for 30 minutes before y'all roll me out of there.
Because I've been almost not really almost late going to the airport, but I was close to the time where I felt uncomfortable. So now I make it a point to be at the airport early because I want to be able to relax before I get on the plane.
Dude, hold up. This one, I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard. I watched this one a few times.
Here at a factory in Thailand for kratom, and I was having this staring contest with this lady. Like she was like not blinking. Mama? Yeah. Oh, okay. She's not real. Here at a factory in Thailand for kratom, and I was having this staring contest with this lady. Like she was like.
I could totally see me doing that same thing, like thinking that lady was real. He said, I honestly thought I pissed someone's grandma off. That killed me. I mean, that one took me out. I just met a man who has been using kratom every day for 50 years. I don't know where the.
Oh yeah, play that one.
I just had one of the best experiences of my life. We're here in southern Thailand, and we're driving in the van, and then out of the corner of our eye, we see these 3 old men. They have kratom leaves on the table, so we pulled off to the side and asked if we can interview them. And the guy that we spoke to was taking kratom for 50 years, and he was saying that like there's 7 million people in southern Thailand, and 6.5 million of those people use kratom. Everyone has a kratom tree in their yard, and it's so ingrained in the culture, and it's something that people in America would never believe, right, Tim?
That's the way they start their day. I've been to three Asian nations now, and this is the only one where I haven't seen like the majority of people smoking cigarettes. I don't think I've seen a single person smoke a cigarette. Indonesia, Vietnam, everybody's smoking. But in the morning, we're out here and people are drinking coffee and having their kratom leaves.
I just had one of the best experiences of my life. We're here.
Yeah. Let me go find the one that I was talking about. Go play the one next to it.
This one?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It is Jordan and Tim. We are deep in Thailand. We are on an amazing person's land. He has been using kratom for 45 years.
Yeah.
And he has some of the biggest trees in Thailand. I want to show you guys these real quick. How tall do you think those are?
That's got to be 40 or 50 feet, maybe. This is Arun. This is his land. He's been here since I believe his father built this house, and we were talking to him about how he's used kratom, and he says he needs it to work in his field. He's a palm tree farmer.
Using kratom for 45 years. His dad used it, his grandpa, his great-grandpa.
And this is, what was his name again? Darren. He's been our translator. Very, very helpful so we can
Thank you. Yes, exactly. Yeah. What's up, guys? It is Jordan
That's
and
so
Tim.
cool.
We are deep in Thailand.
Yeah. So, when I was asking people for donations for Jordan, because they were heading off to Thailand. So, because he's doing his documentary, and this is what I was asking donations for. And then, so the one, go up to the one right there where his hand is right there.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Time to catch another flight. I'm leaving the peaceful countryside for the hustle and bustle of Bangkok. Apparently the city was named after a dude who hit himself in the pee-pee with a hammer. Oh, Bangkok! We are currently at a university in southern Thailand where they study kratom extensively. And they stated that they're very concerned with the US market. Like, why do us Americans have to ruin it? Gosh darn it. And I think I'm gonna miss my flight. Time to catch another flight.
So
I'm leaving the peaceful
So if I don't think he missed it. No, he didn't miss his flight because I saw the other video where they made it to the airport, and you could tell they were running to the gate.
Yeah.
But so him having to hurry up and get to his gate, they took time to interview the Thailand researchers. I just love it. I love it.
I'm coming.
No, it's gonna. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stop.
I don't know if it's gonna shut off.
Well,
the
if
stream.
it does, we can always mute that part, dude.
Right.
I was trying to not say it because I know on TikTok how they like monitor the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube sucks at that, man. Anyway, yeah, dude. If anybody's following Jordan, go check out all the videos. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
But they're also educational.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he just comes he comes up with those on the spot. I've seen him in real life come up with that shit on the spot. I've never seen anything like it.
I know, he's so quick with it. It's like, dang, dude.
Like, I wish I could be like that.
All right, were you ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Since we're starving now because everybody's freaking
I know.
barbecuing. I'm
I'm
freaking
going there and
hungry.
be like, we're going to get some grilling out food tonight.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank y'all for coming and hanging out. And I guess next week, if Missy's up to it, then we'll maybe watch some of the, video and get the ins and outs. And anybody that was in Washington is welcome to come on too, and
Yeah. Talk
tell
about our experience.
that'll be fun.
Or what have you. So if you can plan for that. I know that the congressional briefing, I think Mac had said that they were going to try to get it live streamed, or I do know that they're going to get it recorded.
Okay.
So either or, if we want to come on here and talk about our experience in DC, let us know. I see y'all in the chat. I know who's going. So you're welcome to come on here and talk with us about the experience, or we'll play the congressional briefing. I don't know how long that's going to be, but
It'll be awesome, dude.
Yeah. So.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Jeff, and super fun.
Yeah, and
I hope you have
Dana,
a super fun weekend.
Tracy. I can't see all the other comments, but thank y'all for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next time.
Yep. Bye, everybody.